Today, we are going to talk about what happened to the founders of Soylent. For those who are unaware, Soylent is a meal replacement drink. It was based on the 1973 film Soylent Green, where Soylent were wafers the poor people ate in their futuristic dystopia. Here in the present reality, Soylent is a drink you can buy for $3 to $4 a bottle at your local Walmart. Soylent promises to give you all the nutrition you need to avoid eating anything else for the rest of your life. They have a range of Soylent meal powders and a line of vegan protein bars if that's a little more down your alley. All the founders of Soylent have left the company years ago. So let's see what the founders of Soylent have been up to these days. Some of the Soylent co-founders, David Renteln and John Coogan, decided to create a new startup with their former vice president of research at Soylent, Samy Hamdouche. The new startup is called Lucy, which sells nicotine gum for people who want to quit smoking. The idea started when David Renteln was trying to kick his smoking habit. David had promised his wife that he'd stop smoking. He tried a couple of products and nicotine gum to curb his addiction. None of them worked. David felt old-style nicotine gums worked somewhat, but they were not appealing to use because they were marketed like medicines, sold like medicines, and tasted like medicines. David felt there was a stigma among the people carrying nicotine gum, as if they were admitting they had some sort of problem. David Renteln, John Coogan, and Samy Hamdouche came together to start Lucy. With time, they expanded their nicotine product range from gums to lozenges, as well as nicotine pouches. These are similar to traditional nicotine replacement therapies like Nicorette gum. The difference being Lucy is marketed as a cool, approachable gum for consumers without the stigma attached to traditional gum. It also has a variety of enticing flavors to choose from. Lucy caters to people who want to kick their smoking habit. They don't intend to promote nicotine gum as something people use for the rest of their lives. It's just a tool to slowly get you off cigarettes.
The way to get people to quit smoking in the long term is to just give them better products that are better across every single dimension than cigarettes. I think the name of the game right now is just take the millions of nicotine users that are inhaling burning ash and smoking cigarettes and move them to a nicotine product that doesn't involve inhaling burning ash.
While John Coogan isn't selling nicotine gum to consumers, he's on his YouTube channel making videos on tech, business, and geopolitics. These are very highly edited videos. I find them very interesting to watch, and I would encourage you to watch some of his videos if you haven't already. If you have ADHD with the lowered attention span your TikTok binges brought about, you'll love the high-paced style of storytelling John Coogan has in his videos, especially after John changed his editor 5 months ago. Our next founder is Rob Reinhardt. Rob Reinhardt stepped down as CEO of Soylent in 2017. In 2020, the founder would be set on fire by media organizations after he posted his political ideas on a blog. He wanted Kanye West to be the president of the United States, started conspiracy theories about Biden tossing innocent Guatemalans in jail because they wouldn't sign a government contract with his son Hunter Biden's medical company. He claimed Nancy Pelosi was the only Democrat he's ever heard of, argued that readers of the New York Times were followers of the evil octopus, and said this was also confusing to him. Rob Reinhardt's unhinged rant prompted Vice to conclude that tech executives don't understand the world. Aside from politics, Rob Reinhardt started a venture firm called Mars Bio with a couple of entrepreneurs. The goal was to invest money in startups that would use biology and science to make the world a better place. Rob believes the golden age of biology is upon us, and his venture firm, Mars Bio, will help scientists to get the early funding they need to build impactful businesses. Some startups Mars Bio supports include AmberCycle, which recycles plastic by converting polyester blends into new threads and fabrics. IonCell, which uses AI to monitor patient health. There's also Minicircle, that plans to extend human lifespans through genetic engineering. As for what Rob Reinhardt does in his spare time, a YouTuber called Jesse Mitchells did a video where he spent the day with Rob himself. Apparently, Rob moved to a goat farm with a couple of horses where he spends his days cutting watermelons with machetes and reading poetry. Our last co-founder and ex-COO of Soylent is Matthew Korbel. Matt Korbel went on to co-found a startup called Kin Euphorics with Jen Batchelor. Kin Euphorics specializes on fruity beverages that have no alcohol. It promises the benefits of booze without any hangovers. This new form of beverage, which the company coined as Euphorics, contains botanicals and adaptogens that are supposed supposed to calm you down and help you distress without the need for any alcohol. The funny thing is, when you go to Kin Euphoric's founders page, it lists only 2 founders, Jen Batchelor and Bella Hadid. There's no mention of the Soylent founder anywhere, even though Matt Corbel was one of the 2 co-founders that started it all. Not bashing the company, it's understandable that Kin Euphorics would want to use the brand power of Bella Hadid to promote the brand. Having 2 female bosses at the top of the company does wonders for PR. It's better than having 2 female founders with one guy there as a third wheel. Bella's star power has helped them sell many more Kin drinks. However, make no mistake, Kin Euphorics may claim Bella Hadid is a co-founder, but it's more of a title rather than something that happened at the beginning. Bella Hadid is a partner that Kin Euphorics brought on board in 2021 after Matt Corbel and Jan Batchelor founded the company in 2018. The last we saw of Matt Corbel was in an interview he did a couple months ago for a podcast on YouTube that drew in less than 10 viewers. Matt's co-founder Jan Batchelor did an interview for the podcast in a separate video. They hosted the interview on retention.com as well. In the interview, Matt Corbel talked about Kin Spritz and how proud he was of the drink and promoted the drink to listeners.
And 6 months later, we finished what I think is my best product I've made, which is Spritz, Kin Spritz.
Yeah.
So Matt should still be at Kin Euphorics, but he's working behind the scenes.
I'm going to get this Vogue editor, Vogue writer, who was like family friend with one of our employees, who like sat down with Jen, had a whole Kin, like took it home, drank a bottle, like wrote the article on Kin, wrote this amazing article. And it turns out he was like Hunter S. Thompson's protege.
Yeah.
So he like wrote this incredible, if you go read it, it's still amazing. It's still a great article.
Yeah.
It's our first like Kin Vogue article. And it's just this awesome, like experiential like writing about what Kin did to him.
That's great.
And
did he like take a large dose?
Yeah, he drank a whole bottle, like a whole bottle of the concentrate. So it's like 12. And
I hope you liked the video. Leave a like if you did and subscribe if you haven't already. It's much appreciated.